Well, African-American moviegoers are flocking into theaters across the country to watch the latest installment in Marvel's cinematic universe, Black Panther. Now, the film featuring an African prince who becomes a superhero after his father's death shattered box office expectations, earning $242 million in its first 4 days. For many in the Black community, the film has become an affirmation of pride in their African roots. Jesusemen has more on the blockbuster film.
Since its debut, Black Panther has morphed into a cultural phenomenon, with fans dressing up in dashikis and various African prints for movie screenings.
It's like a black prom at the movies.
The film has struck a sweet chord with many African Americans who see it as Hollywood's response to calls for more diversity on the big screen.
We've seen Iron Man, we've seen Spider-Man, and we also know that our communities are worthy of those type of representations.
Featuring a predominantly black cast and an African American director, the Disney Marvel blockbuster has black audiences across the United States gushing with pride.
It's huge. I'm going to try not to get emotional. I think it's really big.
For Sissi Gutierrez, who hails from the southwestern African island of Sao Tome and Principe, the film is a break from the negative stereotypes about her homeland.
I think it's celebrating the vastness of our resources and everything that's great about the continent, you know, like from fashion to just like the richness of everything.
Set in the fictional nation of Wakanda, Black Panther depicts a rich and technologically advanced African civilization, completely untouched by Western colonization. It's the subject of conversations like this one, held at a theater in the nation's capital.
I talked to a lot of people last night after we saw it, and there were a lot of times that people said they felt like they wanted to cry. And in the film, there are people that die, there are things bad happening, but the times where they wanted to cry were the times where they got to see Africa in the most exhilarating, in the most, there's no ceiling to it.
Coming on the heels of U.S. President Donald Trump's reportedly degrading remarks about African countries, some see the movie as a rebuttal, but for others, it serves as a cultural bridge that helps them reconnect with the motherland. Jesusemen, VOA News, Washington.